Now we are starting the C# tutorial. First of all, we are we are starting how we can program. We can make a simple program in C#. For this, we have to first of all we have to uh, use some libraries, inbuilt libraries of C#, yeah, dot, or we can say the .NET framework library. To import the .NET framework library, we have to use the using keyword, which is given by this C# given for the C#. So if we this is equal to the has include iostream.h in C++ or C++ has include studio.h. If you are using Java, so you have to write imports and the name of library. So using the name of the library, or you can this is the namespace. Yeah, you can say that this is namespace using system class. First of all, we understand what is class. Class is a customized data type which is used to customize our task. We used to it is a reference type of a reference data type. So we have to give any type of name of this data type. So I am giving the name of this class just program. This curly braces here to here. This scope supports the encapsulation. In OOPS, we are saying class supports encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism. This is a four pillar of the OOPS. So what is encapsulation? Encapsulation means the encapsulate or contain something. A class, what is contained by the class? A class can contain the data types. The class can contain the properties, methods, and indexers and other things. This is like a building. A building, what can a building contains? Rooms, furnitures, etc., etc. So in the C# program, a class can supports encapsulation. Can supports. It must be support. If a language or a class supports OOPS, so it is the first priority of supporting a OOPS concept. The class must be support encapsulation. So now we are encapsulating something. I have a main method and I want to give an output to the end user. So first of all, we are creating a main method, public static void main. This is the scope of main method. Public, why public? There is a public is a access modifier, and public is a access modifier. C# have 5 access modifiers. First one, public, private, protected, internal, and internal protected. The scope of public is everywhere. You can use a public thing in your uh, outside of the class, and where do you want, you can use. Second one is a private. What is private? Private means this is related to a single entity. Like I have a class, and the class can contain a class contains a private data type. The scope of that data type must be between these curly braces. These sorry, this to this. Beyond this class, you have not permission to access the data type. So this is the access modifier. Next word is static. Static is a keyword in a C#, which which is used by the main method. Why a main is static? The first question comes in mind. What is, why main is static? First one, When the class loader loads our class at a runtime, then if we anybody and says everyone says main is a first entry point or gate for executing a program. So what is the entry point? That means the CLR must be achieved, must we have a permission to get the main method. If our this main method is a private, the outside of the in the environment of CLR have no permission, no idea to achieve the main method. So we have to keep main method public and static. Why static? If my main method is static, then the outside of the environment, I'm talking about the CLR, have TLR, then the CLR have no need to create a instance of the program class and then calling the main method. If I have the static main method, then just our program are loaded on the memory, runtime memory, and our outside of our execution environment can call the main method just with the name, with the help of the name of the class. Okay, this is the void. Void is called return type. We have to main method supports the different types of return type. You can write int, you can write string. After this is the signature of main. M must be in caps. We can write string. This syntax is also this is a standard syntax. If we have not this argument, then in that condition our application may be run. But this is the standard way, because C# takes anything all the things like a string. So now I am creating a I am going to create a method void display. Remember, a class, the default access modifier a class for internal is if I have any namespace, like namespace I have a namespace bridges. In that case, this class can be achieved by the any class uh, which belong to the which contained by the bridges namespace. So the default access modifier of a class is internal, and within a class all the things by default are private, will be private. So this display method is a private method of this class. This is not accessible outside of this program class. If I want to access this method in outside of the program class, then we have to create this method public with the public modifier. Now console is a class and write line is a method to produce a output on our screen. I want to see something on my screen. To call this method, we have to create a object. What is object? This P is called an object of the program class. First of all, what is object? Uh, Normally we can say that object is an instance of the class. What is instance? What the mean of instance? The part of class? No. Actually, an object contains the data types, the global data types contained by the object. An object is a part of heap. Heap is a memory created on the RAM or main memory at the runtime. So when we create an object of a class, at that time we have get a heap on memory. That means all the data which is encapsulated by the object will go to the heap. Now we have to call the main method, then we call the method with the help of object. To hold the screen, I have to write console dot read line just equal to the get ch is just equal to the get ch in C++ or C. This up now. Just I will go to compile this application, and now we are running this application. I have the output hello bridges. This is the first part of the OOPS concept. What is the encapsulation and what are the things are encapsulated by a class, and what is the this also this is called the example of abstraction. When we call a method with the name of object, we have we should not need to know what is the how we can implement the display method. Just we have called the display, and just we want to show something which is done by the display method. So this is the part 1 of the C# tutorial. Thanks.